My book is really about two things. One is the big kind of epic sweep of the rise and fall of the Comanches as a tribe that I argue was the most powerful in American history. But in addition to this big story, it's also a small and intimate story of what happened to a family on the frontier. And that story involves the Parker clan. In the year 1836, a Comanche raid about 90 miles of what is today Dallas resulted in the kidnapping of a 9-year-old girl named Cynthia Ann Parker, which started one of the great epics of the American West. Perhaps most surprising to people who don't know anything about the Comanches is what a determinate force they were in the opening of the American West. In fact, they had more to say over what happened and how the American West opened itself than really than any other tribe in American history. It was fear of the Comanches, in fact, that led Mexico to allow white settlement into Texas in the first place, to create a buffer against their dreaded enemy, the Comanches. This resulted in the Battle of the Alamo, Goliad, and eventual Texas independence. It was the Comanches that account for the invention of the six-shooter, the Comanches that account for the invention of the Texas Rangers. You can just keep going with this, but they're a principle around which the entire kind of western frontier opened. And indeed, you could say that, that the West wasn't truly won for the whites until the Comanches lost it. And the Comanches were victims. I mean, they were victims of the United States military. They were victims of a massive buffalo hunt that killed 60 million buffalo and destroyed their way of life. But they were also enormously powerful and enormously determinate of what happened in the West. And it's a bit of a different look, I guess, to see an American tribe as just pure power and indeed also diplomatic and political influence. This is a different view, and it rearranges a little bit the way you look at the idea of victimization. I would never argue that American Indians weren't victimized. They were, but there was another side to them which was about power. To tell the story of the Comanches is to tell the story of why that middle section of the country was the last place conquered and the last place settled, because it really was. And so I think it tells you everything about the way America settled itself, how it settled itself, and why it settled itself in the order that it did.